Howdy y'all, welcome to Nerd Studio. We're out at the range today. Going to talk about some bullets my son loaded. He's 7. And just sort of catch up. Stay tuned. So I've gotten a bunch of comments about how I haven't done many videos lately, and yeah, there's a bunch of reasons for that. I thought I'd run down a few of them just sort of for you regular folks, you nerdites that regularly watch the channel, what's been going on. And that's nothing freaky, it's just been a busy summer. Hey, you look a little, I don't know, does that make me look like I should be going downhill? Whoa. Anyway, straighten that up. I'm real professional with this camera stuff, aren't I? Hey, so yeah, I guess we could talk about Hurricane Florence. Florence came through North and South Carolina, and if you watched any part of the news last couple of weeks, you probably heard about that. Left us with a ton of flooding. We did get some flooding up where I'm at, but never lost power, never really gave us a problem here at the studio. Some heavy rains, and you weren't going out and shooting video in that, obviously. Heck, we didn't even come to the range through that whole thing. And but pretty mild impact on us, thank God. But for a lot of people in North and South Carolina, this has been devastating. And you know, I'm not going to start some charity or push you to give money to something. If you're so inclined, there are plenty of them out there that are worthy. Go ahead and do that. I hope you don't mind, but I'm going to stay hydrated through this video rather than clipping it in a bunch of parts, because I think I just kind of want to ramble on. So yeah, we've gotten involved with the, if you're not aware, my son Jackson, he's 7, he's in 2nd grade. He was diagnosed with autism a few years back, and I'm not going to make this an autism video, but we've gotten involved with the Autism Society of North Carolina. We're in Person County, North Carolina, and they've started a chapter here in January, and we've gotten heavily involved with that, and it's taking up a great deal of time. For a really, you know, worthy cause. If I could impact the lives of people on the autism spectrum and never shoot another video again, I would. So the commitment there has drawn a fair amount of free time away, and so less videos. The weather, frankly, it's been really hot this summer, and you know, just. It's hard to go out and say, God, I'm going to have to take 2 gallons of water out to shoot a video, otherwise I might get heat sick. It's, the dew point's been up really high, and just trying to evaporate and stay cool has been, it sucked. So, a couple other things. We, thanks to the folks, my buddy Bobby and the folks at Quality Equipment here in Roxborough, North Carolina, we managed to upgrade our tractor to a newer, well, brand new John Deere 2032, which is a little better size. We're on 27 acres here at the studio, and the old tractor we had was a true subcompact tractor, and it just didn't have enough oomph to do what we want to do. So this one does, and so I've spent a lot of my time working the land. I don't know, I don't know if you can even see this. Hold on, don't get sick. So, if you can see it way out there, let me see if I can zoom in. This camera doesn't zoom all that well, but out there on that hill, that's a pain to bush hog. It might be a little steamy on the stuff like that. And I've been, I don't know if you can see past the fence there, working on flattening out that space down from the rifle range so we can shoot some 2-gun, and moving all that earth takes some time. And so that sucked up some weekends and cut into my shooting time, folks. Now work's been pretty busy too, so not a lot of free time from work. You know, software developers have pretty flexible schedules, so but you know, you got to get your work done, and there's been a lot of it recently. So those are my excuses. I hope they work for you. If not, I don't know what to tell you. I am going to do a video right after this little bit of rambling to talk about new products that the folks from Profo Show sent me, which I kind of dig and want to talk about that. And do have some videos lined up here that we're going to shoot through fall, now that the weather's better, and my time's freed up a little bit, so I hope that works. All right, so my son is 7, and my grandfather, not my grandfather, his grandfather, my father-in-law, Bob, who, if you watch through the end of the videos, is our official Southerner here at the studio. When I need an opinion on is this something that is Southern or not, I go to my research department, which is Bob, and say, hey Bob, is that a Southern thing? And he will tell me yes or no, and the story behind it. So Bob is the official Southerner. He will hand load 9mm too, and this is 115 grain with what did he say? 4.1 grains of tight group. I think these are Winchester primers. Anyway, he hand loads these on not a progressive press, but a single stage, so they're very precise rounds. And my son is just all over it. He wants to work all the equipment. So I've got, I don't know, a magazine full of bullets loaded by my 7-year-old son. Let's shoot them. All right, make sure the bullets are on camera here. What do I got? 3, 6, 9, 10 bullets. 10 bullets. This is going to go out of my Glock 19X. Immortalizing my son Jackson's work. He loves doing things that are very intricate. And he loves throwing things. Alright, there we go. Let's do it. Alright, Jackson, buddy, these are your bullets. You loaded them. Let's see what we get out of this. Let me make sure you can see the gun going off. How's that? Whoa, okay. It's tough only having a single cameraman. Alright, I got 3 steel targets up. We're just going to put 10 rounds in them, see how that does. Good job, buddy. They shoot great. There you go, 10 rounds from a 7-year-old. Hey, while I got your attention, I wanted to give a couple of shout outs to some folks in the area here that have been really supportive of either the studio or my family or the Autism Society, because all those things ultimately allow me to continue to do these videos. So I think it's an appropriate thing to sort of mention them here. Thanks for sticking out here. I know this isn't my typical content, but particularly if you live in the Roxborough, North Carolina area, this will be relevant to you. I want to talk about Savannah Jack's Cafe in Uptown Roxborough. Great folks that have been very supportive in multiple ways of me and my family. Also very supportive of the Autism Society, the Person County chapter of the Autism Society, very generous in helping us with events and supporting us at the Chamber of Commerce. And so if you want the best hot dog in the area, best bologna sandwich, a great stew at an incredibly decent price, stop by and see Jason there at Savannah Jack's. That's good eating, folks. It's my favorite hot dog I've ever eaten anywhere. I'm not just saying that because Jason's a friend. They've got it nailed. I do 2 all the way, and I mean, I don't even make them at home. I don't really like them, but what they got going on there does it for me. Quality Equipment, the folks at John Deere dealership here in Roxborough. We got a 27 acres, and the tractor we had was really underpowered and needed an upgrade. And my buddy Bobby, who's the service manager there, got me hooked up with Glenn, who is I tell you folks, he's a salesman there. The hardest working man in show business. That guy's there 16 hours a day. Buying a tractor ain't like buying a car. Those guys, those salesmen, they do all the paperwork, they do the sale, they look up all the equipment, they have to organize it all, getting parts from here and there to put together the package you want. That guy worked his butt off and got us just a terrific deal that allowed us to upgrade our tractor several years sooner than we thought we were going to be able to. And so that's really helping us to do this work around the house. And, you know, hopefully do the range improvements here that I'm after. We're trying to set up a pretty good 2-gun practice space, and we're well on our way to do that because of the new tractor. What else? Let's talk about, I want to give a shout out to the company I work for. So if you don't know by now, I'm a software developer. I'm not a gun nerd by trade. The company I work for is called Digital Turbine. We put apps on phones, basically. That's a long story short. They're based out of Austin, Texas, but we have a big presence here in Durham, North Carolina, and that's where I spend a great deal of my days. They're a real kind of up-and-coming player, and lots of great folks that work there. It's a challenge with changes happening very frequently, but they have a great corporate culture that allows me to work the way I like to work, and I don't have somebody sitting looking for is Wes's butt in a seat. They care about what I produce, and that's pretty trusting. A lot of managers and management systems don't do that. So I love being judged by the work that I do as opposed to how good I look sitting in a chair, because, hey folks, nobody wants to judge me by how good I look. So anyway, if you're on LinkedIn, my name is Wesley Lathan. You can look up on LinkedIn. I wrote an article about that called Gold Watch Values, if you're so inclined, want to read about the more nerdy aspect of who I am. Wow, what else? What's been going on with you guys? Post some of you regular guys that I hear from. Tell me what your summer's been like. It's been hotter than heck out here. Just melting. I had to drink 2 gallons of water just to drive the tractor around for a day. Okay, I'm gonna do another video here, so stay tuned if you got the time on these Profo Show glasses. I was wearing them when I was shooting there, and when my son gets his manufacturer's license and starts cranking brand new bullets out by the billions, I'll let you know. Hey, thanks for indulging me. Just gonna do a little catch up. All right. Always remember, folks, anyone can shoot. Anyone can shoot and have fun. We'll see you next time.
Yeehaw!